Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Tonight we are going to have a 6-card pick with these beautiful new Colette Baron Reid cards I just got in, which are Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. I'm so excited to use these for you guys. They're beautiful. And the topic tonight is going to be, who is fantasizing about you right now? I feel like December and January is like a absolute hotbed of everybody finding wonderful mates and fantasy mates and soul connections and twin flames. I just feel like it is that time of the year where all this stuff starts to gel and manifest and come together. And I'll tell you why I'm pretty sure of this in the messages that I hear quite often. It's something to do with the power of the new year and one being an ace and a new beginning and all this great fluctuations of power and energy. And right now I've just been studying this stuff today that I love so much. It was just talking about, in order to manifest some of this, all we have to do is add in every day to make a tiny commitment to improve 1% of an area of our life. 1% more forgiveness, 1% more positive energy, 1% more professional improvement, 1% more growth in your relationship with yourself. Because as we do that, every day is another percent, right? So just do the multiply that, right? What do we have at the end of that? We have 365% improvement in these areas. Just each day we decide, instead of having to scowl at somebody because they cut us off, that'll be our 1% where we don't give it any energy, right? And it just improves. And I'm telling you, with our vibrations and frequencies going up because we're trying, and our archangels, angels, guides, everybody sees us putting in this effort, shit gonna start to go your way. I'm certain of it. Okay, so this is what we're going to start with. We're going to start with the Swan Queen. I want to make sure everything's in shot. Number 1 is going to be the Swan Queen. Number 2 is going to be the Phoenix. Number 3 is going to be the Eagle King. Number 4 is going to be the Dream Walker. Number 5 is going to be the Hawk Prince. Number 6 is going to be the Arrow Master. So see visually and title-wise what attracts you and make your choice. We're going from 1 and down. They're so beautiful, and I'm going to start with the Swan Queen. I love these. These are beautiful, insightful, and just so compelling. They're lovely, lovely. So the Swan Queen, first of all, is about transformation, intuition, and patience. The Swan Queen glides your way and asks that you look at your reflection in the events of your life, and she gives you the ability to see the beauty that has transformed your life. From ignorance to wisdom, the Swan Queen lets you know that it's time to go within and seek the answers in your own intuition. Don't look outside yourself for answers now. The true power lies reflected in the still waters within you. Now is the moment to meditate and ask for a vision. The power of psychic perception is inherent in you, and the Swan Queen will help you dive deep into your query to find the answers you seek. This is also a reminder to allow time to transform ideas into reality. Nothing happens overnight. Again, we're remembering that when we're calling on our other, or we're trying to find out who has the hots for us or is fantasizing about us, right? We're not putting any kind of time constraint on it. So I'm going to push these back so we can have the full range of what we're reading right here. So the Swan Queen. Isn't this artwork phenomenal? Look how beautiful it is. Oh, look at that. Her feathers and the swan down there. All these tiny, beautiful, and the green and birch. I love white birch so much, but they're magical. The artwork is sublime. Okay, so we have the Page of Discs. I want to make sure everything's in the shot. Page of Cups. Ooh, a lot of page. You're going to have messages. Yes. Page, and King of Swords. Very beautiful. Okay, let me just touch these for a moment too. Wow. It really is a lot of energy swirling around in this. So let me just have a second with this. This is very unique. Okay, so I definitely feel with this, and I'll tell you what's being thought of right now too. It's funny because I feel like the people around you, I feel like they are coworkers, they are classmates, they are family, friends, and it's very sweet, their fantasy. It's very winter wonderland fantasy. Like they really want to have a cool experience with you, like be in Rockefeller Center and let you see the lighting of the Christmas tree and let you experience those beautiful things, and skating in Rockefeller Center, and or being at the Eiffel Tower at Christmas time. It's very dreamy, beautiful things. Or New Year's, flying you off somewhere exotic and you can be in the sun and being swimming together like in Tahiti. I keep hearing Tahiti and the islands and Jamaica, things like that. So let me know too if any of you are going off to any islands. Yeah, I feel like this is a lot of coworkers and people that are in your school. And when I see the King of Swords, I always see that as sort of a person that is, they're in a place, in a position of power. So this can be some bosses. This can actually be some older men that you perhaps work with, or a professor, a doctor, people that you work with. They're very heavy thinkers. They have it together in the intelligent sense. Like I feel like a lot of these people like, they like to play chess. They like games of chance. They like word games, word play, stuff like that. They like crossword puzzles. So look around and see who's carrying a newspaper with a crossword puzzle. I feel like they're old school like that, and they're carrying that around with them. That's very unique. And I want to add on the end of this too, I got these fantastic postcards from Spirit, and I find them so beautiful that I do want to read one for each group. I wasn't going to initially, but they're so amazing. So, dearest you, we bet you must be exhausted some days, giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good. It can leave you feeling depleted, like an empty well. It feels as if there is no more water in you. The good news is we have a plan. Today, go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers, or plant some in your own garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. That way you will be replenished and ready for more adventure. So that's your message up here. Yeah, have some self-care and really jazz yourself up. Like today I went and I got, look at my Magico nails. As the first time, I usually do them myself, and I went in and there was this beautiful girl, Karina, and she was so lovely and she did them for me, and it was an empty salon. I was in heaven and relaxing. So go do that and care for yourself. So and you'll just be replenished and feel good, right? You don't have to get burnt out this season. It's our choice, right? To treat ourselves like queens, to treat ourselves well. I was like, I'd been running around and taping and doing so much work. I'm like, I need a little me time. And I was making jewelry, so my nails were all wrecked up, and I was like, after you get a little pampering, you feel the lift, right? So you should have that, and then you exude that kind of like sensualness, like, oh yeah, I got a massage and I get this and that. So that makes this sort of happen. Remember, true, I want that 1% of each thing that you can do. Smile, at these people around you. Really take your time, do some languid movements so you don't feel hurried. I'll purposely slow myself down and walk slowly and, just drink everything in that's around me. And it's very helpful for you to sort of just bask in that glory and that happiness that's this Christmas season instead of feeling rushed, okay? So that's you guys. That is the Swan Queen group. What a beautiful title, right? The Swan Queen. Tres elegante. Oh, so I'm going to push up a little bit. So let's see. That's you guys. So if you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and then also press the little bell too, so you'll get notifications when all the new videos are up. And all my links are down below for private reads, for Instantgo, for Patreon. Thank you all, the new Patreons that have joined up, and they're helping support the channel. It's really appreciated. We have so many fun things coming. I'm very excited. And they also get 50% off all my Etsy jewelry up until Christmas. So that's a nice perk too. So yeah, everything's down there in Instantgo. If you need a quick question, you're going on a date or whatever, you just tap on that in and I'll get back to you within an hour. It's a lot of fun. I really like having that extra thing. This working off this board is hard. All right, you guys. So the next person is Phoenix. I decided to keep the cards under there and do them out right at the very beginning so I could have some fluidity. So the Phoenix is about resurrection, surrendering to change. I love the Phoenix because I feel like so many people have had that moment. You know what I mean? They've had all kinds of things: bankruptcy, abuse, neglect, some terrible things, and they come out the other side. And I feel like those are the most interesting people, right? Those people that have swam down to the depths of some kind of hellish experience and they've come back up. You know what I mean? Yeah, those are the people that are rich in experience. If you always have everything handed to you on the silver platter, you really don't experience the shoe being on the other foot. You know what I mean? People that always don't come from wealth or always don't come from an understanding full family and stuff. It's very weird. You know, I'm a 60s born baby, so through the 70s there was tons of hippies and fun stuff going on, and I got to, you know, learn from a lot of cool musicians and people like that. But also that was an era where people didn't know exactly where they were, and there was maybe too many drugs. And you know, I've lost friends and family members to suicide, and it made me have a better understanding and a absolute gratitude for my life and for what's around me and who's still there. When you have someone and you think they're always going to be there and then they're not, that's a Phoenix moment where you can decide you can come through that fire and you can be stronger. You certainly can, because people I don't even feel like they're born or they die. I feel like their energy comes into one existence and then into another existence. Absolutely. I feel my mother all around me, my father, my grandmother, my stepfather, my aunt. I feel them around me continually. And that it was sort of until I slowed down and started to listen to their messages and know that they were with me. I wasn't as aware of that until I started to listen, and clairaudience kicked in, and I knew that everybody was always around and always protecting us as well. So always remember to ask for protection as well. Wow, so look at this person. Look at that. 5 of Swords. Woo! 5 of Discs and 3 of Swords. I'm glad this is a who's fantasizing about me as opposed to potential love in the future, because this speaks of, this is funny, and I'm not kidding you when I see all these 5s. There are actually 5 people in your sphere, whether it's work, school, your family, things like that have you in their mind, that they dream about you, they daydream about you, they think about you, you know, intimately. And what a lot of them, weirdly enough, is what you would be like to dance with, to like tango and dance very sensually with, and be taken out, and what you'd look like in a beautiful tight black dress, or if you're a man in a beautiful black suit. And you know, I'm hearing smoking cigars and sitting back like the good old days in Havana, and just beautiful Spanish music, and just pulsating music and hips and everybody going crazy like that. That's part of it. But there are like 5 or more people involved in this thing. So I feel it's workplace people, like I said, friends of family, things like that. And some of them are exes. That's where I'm getting this three of Swords, where the heart has been damaged in the past, and they're now thinking of you in terms of what it would be like to get back with you, and they're fantasizing about your intimate times together and your romantic times, and how they would like to relive that, because they're getting nostalgic because of Christmas time, and they're starting to miss you. So listen, we're gonna, did I even give you the Phoenix from the book? Oh, you need to know the Phoenix from the book too. So that's you guys in that portion, but I want to hear what the book has to say. I got to slow down. I just went to the mall to go get some more Christmas presents and drop my daughter off, and I was like, I'll get my nails done. I'm like, there's this one place, it's always hellishly busy. I'll tell you what, I pull in, I find the first spot right by the door. Thank you, manifestation. Go upstairs, drop Indy off at work, and I see this nail place across the way. Nobody's in it. Thank you, manifestation. Go in there. Find the perfect gift for all 3 people I was looking for. It was just a wonderful, wonderful day. So I was like, I need to do a read and share some of this good mojo that's going down. So let's see what's going on in the Phoenix. And always remember that too. No matter how hectic or crazed things can seem at times, that phoenix moment is always right around the corner when you walk through those ashes. You decide, it's your perspective. Are you going to walk through and come through the other side stronger, clearer, and more put together? Or are you going to let it burn you because you just give up? You know what I mean? No giving up. No, no, no. Because the phoenix appears as your ally and to celebrate your journey and ensure your ultimate success. This is true even if it appears that you've just passed through a metamorphical experience of death or are currently enduring a perception of failure in your life. Remember, everything is temporary. Death and rebirth are related when it enters the realm of the phoenix. Seen in the light, nothing truly dies, but rather changes from one ending directly into the new beginning. The phoenix is constantly reinventing itself and rises up and new and even more powerful with every death it experiences. This could signal an end of relationship and a dynamic one within, or an end to a job, a project, or even a life. Perhaps no failures involved at all, and it's time for a complete overhaul of your circumstances. You may be tired of what you're doing, and you may know intuitively that it's time to move on and try something new, right? We know that change is always imminent. It's always right around the corner. Why would we settle? Settling is 50% of living, and 50% of living is torture, right? When people torture you, they keep you 50% alive. Who wants that? You want to friggin' walk through this blaze and be like, ta-da! I do that every single year if I'm out on a job. I learn what I want to learn, and then I leave it because I never want to be stagnant. I never want to feel like I'm going through the motions, right? So keep your eye out for these people, and you might be getting some texts and messages from your ex. Hi, Win Bear. So that's you guys. Beautiful. So if you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and press the little the button for the notification so you know when the new videos are up. And my links are all down below for private reads. Check out the Patreon page, my Etsy store. Got really great things up there. These Christmas rings are up there now too. I was like, I wanted some really, this one in particular on my pinky is so beautiful. It's a lab simulated emerald and it looks amazing. And then this, I just love red and green at Christmas time. So yeah, check out all that stuff. And I'm also on Instantgo now too for quick reads as well if you guys would like. And I'm going to read you a quick postcards from Spirit because they're so beautiful and uplifting. These things make me so happy. I read one first thing in the morning and I'm like, wow, so precise, so eye-opening and so poignant. I mean, Colette's just a star. So this is saying that everything is in divine order. Even in chaos, there's order. And we are always in awe of this. For you, though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and in your physical reality. You need to get rid of that clutter, whether it's too many stories in your mind, too many what-ifs, or fearful thoughts of the past or future. Instead, focus on the now. Empty your mind, clean your house, and throw away any object that tells you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have, sort, purge, clear, and organize. We want you to have a space to fill it with something better. Spirit loves a vacuum, and it wants to give you more things for brilliant new energy. Exactly, right? Clear that out. Get rid of any story that it does not fulfill you, make you feel loved, wonderful, 100% the king and queen that you are. Get rid of it so you can have that brilliance come right in. Okay, next we're on to the Eagle King. I love these. Let's push these down just a little bit. The Eagle King. Look at this artwork. I love Native American art so much. It's some of my absolute favorite. And the folklore, oh, beautiful. Okay, so let's see what's going on with that. The Eagle King. I love the diamond. There's another one too called the Diamond Dreamer. And I was like, oh, the Diamond Dreamer. I just love the titles are beautiful. They're amazing. So the Eagle King is saying, this is the big picture in your angelic help. The Eagle King is a sign that your highest destiny is within reach. You're on the right path now, and even if you can't see where you're going, the Eagle King soars high above the mountains and valleys of life and is able to see the big picture when you seem to be lost in a bit of a fog. He makes a formidable ally as he takes your prayers upward towards the sun and releases them to the divine. They will be answered for the highest good of all. It's a fortunate omen when the Eagle King decides to be your ally. Absolutely. So let's see. Who is fantasizing about you? Oh, Nine of Swords. I feel like that's somebody you just met around September for some of you. Look at these 9s, you guys. In the other one, I had 2 5s. This one's 2 9s. So these are all these synchronicities are coming up, and then 8 of discs. So where you make your money at work. So this is work. This can be ex-coworkers. I'm hearing ex and current coworkers, plus people. If you're a hospital, like I said, it's people that's hospitals, buildings that sometimes come in and do. They're the electricians, the firemen that come in, all the people that come in and visit. And sometimes you speak with on occasion, like if you work at cafes, the people that come and fix some of the machines, the electricians, people like that. Ex-schoolmates, they see you on, a lot of this, these 9s I'm seeing, because 9 is September, and that's the beginning of school and classes, and people and teachers coming back. This group is for teachers too. When you come back to work, people that you work with, they are people that you went to school with. They see you on Facebook and they see you on social media, and they fantasize about you. They just think you look so beautiful at your gatherings when you're out. I see a lot of you that did stuff in the fall and you were out in the trees and you took photographs. A lot of you are hikers. You go outside and you document this, and they just think it's very sexy, and they see you as very earthy and outdoorsy, and they love that. Yeah, absolutely. And these are also people, again, I see more people like in the medical field. Yeah, I keep hearing medical field, police, also the armed forces as well. Yeah, I'm hearing that very heavily. This group, yeah, for sure. People, the dog park, funnily enough, at the park where you walk your dog, absolutely. And again, they're having that same sort of beautiful Christmas, New Year's thing of like being in Rockefeller Center and being at all those romantic places in Paris and being in the islands in the New Year in Jamaica and laying in the sun with you, those type of things, and sharing an experience with you in a new place, a warm, like sexy, fun place, which is really cute. Okay, so let's see, I want to read to you too from your postcard, because I love these so much. We are sending you waves of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of your tenacity and faith. We know how long it has taken for you to reach some of your goals, and that you've had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest you take a deep breath and fill yourself up with gratitude and tune into the vibration of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something else as your reality, but we know that happy rewards are on their way to you even now. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will achieve your dreams and more, we promise. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moments, the gentle breezes, the soft kisses, the quiet commitments. Your happiest moments will be on the journey itself, not in arriving at any destination. 100%. Everything that I've read and researched in the last few days that talks about the law of attraction says it happens always for the best and happiest along the path, because when you have all joyful moments on the way, it makes the apex and the peak all that more enjoyable, because it was a lovely journey. You weren't just on the goal. You know, like when you go, say, you want to go do a triathlon, and all you're picturing is you at the finish line. That's all you can picture, finishing first. You're not enjoying that swim. You're not enjoying, shooting that gun in the target practice and the whole journey of it, right? It's just the get. And we don't want to do that anymore. We don't want the get, go, do. We're about the seeing, the feeling, the touching, the tasting, our 5 senses, and enjoying the journey, right? This especially, this 9 of Wands, I love this, because this is like power. That's fire and power together. So flower, super flower. It's about super power. You are mucho galvanized to just get out there and accomplish. And you're going to do it by using that thing, the thing that I was talking about earlier, of just doing 1% improvement on something, your attitude, how you eat, the things you tell yourself, what you let influence, only being you. But what is that voice in your head? That you're beautiful, you're strong, you're capable, right? That's that percentage, and it's going to grow and grow and grow, and that record's going to have all new grooves in it that plays for you, that says, you've got this. You know what you're doing. The universe has your back. What is meant for you will not pass you by. It's all coming to you. It's that attitude, right? Yes, and that's what this postcard says. And in the front it says, you are loved, 2 cents from the universe, which is hilarious. Look at these. These are, if you can get one thing this year as a stocking stuffer, please get these. Look at these. Oh, I just lay down and read them, and it's just a box full of beautiful sentiments that will make you feel great. So that's you guys. Amazing. If you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe. Press it. And press the little bell down below so you get the notifications. And all my links are below for Instantgo, for my private reads, for my Etsy store. I have all these. I have all the Christmas rings and all the Christmas jewelry up there. Everything bright and beautiful, fun, crowns, super fun stuff for gifts. And if you join my Patreon page, even for just $1 a month, you get 50% off all my jewelry. So if something was $40, it's $20. So it really is a nice deal, and you get to support the channel, which I really appreciate. Oh, I love these cards so much. I'm so excited for you guys. So yeah, use this power, you guys. Use it, because it's right there, and the universe has got your back. It's holding your hand. It's walking you through that door. Amazing. So the Dream Walker says, when the Dream Walker is your ally, I need to breathe. Dreams really can and do come true. Still, there are two kinds, those of the small self and those of the divine spirit. It has a dream for you that is yours alone, and all you need to do is ask, and it will unfold like magic. You also play an important and unique part in the divine dreaming of the world when you ask, is this a dream for me, or is this a dream for a greater dream? The most beautiful vision of your life serves the highest good for others too. Just the act of asking will immediately provide the answer. The Dream Walker is beside you to help you move effortlessly through the illusions, observing the truth and celebrating the waking dream of your life that results. That's beautiful. I love that so much, and I love the title of that card. I find it so gorgeous. All right, let's see what's... Ooh, the Emperor. Woo! Nice. The Emperor. The Sun. Get out of here. Woo! Nice. These are so cockeyed on this, but I'm like, ooh, nice. And the Two of Wands, so you're looking out over things. Now, this is very clear. Wow. Some of this is a person in power that is thinking about you and fantasizing about you. These are people that you on Instagram. They're already in the limelight and the sunlight. These are semi-famous and quite famous people. These are singers that are actually thinking about you. These are people in movies, commercials, YouTubers that are high up, all kinds of people that are very, they're noticed, you know what I mean? They're writers, they're creative people, but they're high up on their scale by the Emperor card. These are people that are very successful, and they see you on social media or they've met you in person before, and they just liked your countenance. They liked the way you carried yourself, the way you spoke, your sense of humor, your creativity, because I feel like you people are in the creative field too. You also write music, you play music, you are dancers, you are people that are out there in the entertainment industry yourself, and they find you very appealing. As well as these are people that also might be in education, and then these are people that are high up in professors as well. They're in the top of the thing, but this also has to do with your future, that you have a nice, beautiful, right around the corner love connection coming, and it's going to be striking, and it's going to change your life, and you are just going to be knocked off your feet, and you aren't going to have to do anything, because it's just going to land in your lap, because you've been working on yourself, you've been clearing the decks, you've been getting rid of people, place, and things that don't work for you. So now is your time. So this is beautiful. I want to read your postcard. It says, dearest you, we are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. You're stepping into a new version of your life. You're getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside you from a primal place? The form of what you are growing has yet to take shape, and it's exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push and push back when entering any kind of a new relationship. It's okay to admit that you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is that it's time to dive in and allow that new version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life spirit. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing, and we're so excited to see where this will take you next. Yay! Oh, with love, 2 cents from heaven. Aren't these beautiful? Wow, so that's you guys. Amazing. Yes, you have a lot of great stuff coming. I can already feel like it. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be moved up at work. You're going to be getting like You're going to be getting raises and higher positions, and people are going to take note of your work. Wow, I love that. I love that. I love it. So that's you guys. If you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe and hit the notification button. So the bell, so you'll get notifications when the new videos are up. And down below is all my links for my private reads, Instantgo, my Patreon page, all of that. And you can go on and you can get all your Christmas jewelry. These are rings I have on there for Christmas. They're really, really reasonable. And if you join my Patreon page for even only $1 a month, you get half off anything on my Etsy page up until Christmas, which is really cool. Because I want to give back and get some of these cool natural stones out to you guys and get them rocking for you so you can get your energy going. Remember, 1% a day in each area, just eating better, thinking better, treating yourself and others better is going to improve, improve, improve. Okay, next is the Hawk Prince. So let's see what the book has to say on him. I love these titles of these cards. The artwork is beautiful, and this one is an 11. I have to tell you something funny. When I was driving today, I passed by a building that was 1111, and right when I did that, it was 333, and I forgot something else right after that happened for 555 on something that was in my handbag. It was a price of something. I was like, it was a receipt. I was like just getting number after number after number. It was so many synchronicities today. I got the first parking spot right closest to the door I wanted at the mall. The nail salon was empty I went into. It was like a dream day. All right, I gotta breathe. So the Hawk Prince is the spirit of communication and paying attention. The Hawk Prince appears with good news. He flies into your life to alert you that messages are coming to help you manifest your destiny. Expect a phone call, a letter or email, or a conversation that lets you know the next step to take towards your greatest good, or tell you that you've arrived at an important stage along your path. The Hawk Prince is also the ally for spirit communication. So pay attention when you think you hear something important pop out of you at the radio or on TV or overhearing the conversations of strangers. Spirit is constantly in dialogue with you. Are you listening? Stay open and expect Spirit to speak to you and show you the way to your prosperity in all aspects of your life. Beautiful. So let's see what's going on in terms of who is fantasizing and crushing on you right now. I feel like a lot of coworkers are, Two of Cups. Not only are they fantasizing about you, you're going to receive a love offer. You're going to be asked out by the person that has actually been watching you and fantasizing. And here's why. Because you are easy breezy, fluffy, and free. You are, wow, and the page ones. This is a beautiful spread. You're calling this to you. You're calling this love to you by being natural, grounded, and using the manifestation tools by saying, I would really like this. I want to draw this love and in this rich lover, and not so much, it doesn't have to be monetary, you know what I mean? Just sensuous, somebody who's wholly into you. And that I was reading this thing, and I love this by Dr. Northrup, and she was saying how, like, in the era of 50 Shades of Grey, what happens when people need more and more and more stimulation, like whips and dominating and all that, is because they become desensitized. They need more and more and more to feel less and less and less. When do you just remember when somebody would just hold your hand, how you would get tingles all up and down your arm and your whole body would be like electric? That's the kind of love and intensity we need to focus in. Or somebody just kissing you briefly on the cheek and you remembered exactly how they smelled and the softness of their lips, the sensualityness of everything, right? We don't need more to feel less and less and less. We need less so we can feel more, right? We just need to give it our attention. And by you relishing all the beautiful things and slowing down and seeing the butterflies, and that's a penis right in the middle, I'll have you know. I was like, what? What's going on up in there? He's got butterflies and a penis and some beautiful hair. Yeah, that light freedom and that wearing the world loosely around you in love and your sensuality is just, they see you as someone as just, so warm and friendly and non-judgmental and not someone who's self-conscious. You're just open and free and just ready to experience things. And that is a huge, huge turn on. So you have people all around you at work, at school, in your neighborhood, at your local shop, stuff like that, just thinking about you that a lot. They just see you as this wonderful free spirit. You know what I mean? Yeah, totally non-judgmental, totally chill. That's amazing. So let's see what you have for your message from your postcard. Let's see what's on your postcard of love. We know everything in the universe is perfect, even with its flaws, and we view the creations of spirit in total awe. That's where you are right now. That's so beautiful. But the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have a specific standard for what you might consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. So forget your idea of perfection and see it through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are without judgment. Don't wait until the perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flawsomeness. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Let others be who they are too, imperfect, inhuman, complex, or simple. It doesn't matter, for there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far more interesting and valuable. And that is 100% what you're doing with the Fool and the Two of Cups. You are open to offers. You are open to receive. That's the most important. You are not putting any constraints on it. You're not putting desperation, time, where is it on it. You're just letting it flow freely. And like the Fool, you're just letting the natural energy wash over you, around you, and just let it come to you, right? You're letting the fire come. And that's because you're in a beautiful place of manifesting, because you put out your intention and now you're just letting it arrive. And that's what this postcard is saying. You're not putting all these conditions on it. You're trusting your guides in the world to bring you the magic that you deserve. So it's on its way, which is beautiful. So that's you guys, super beautiful. That's the hawk print. So if you guys are new, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And press the little bell so you get notifications when all the new videos up. And all my links are down below for private reads, for Instantgo, for my Patreon page, for my Etsy store. And if you join the Patreon, you get half off any of my jewelry in Patreon. And we have all these fun Christmas rings, all gorgeous, fun celebration stuff, colors bright, protective stones, the whole nine. It's all there. Two of Cups. Get your cups, get your sweet, sweet lovin'. I love this Fool card too. Beautiful. So that's you guys, magic. Just let the magic happen. You know, you set your intention. You've already put the work in. Now all this group has to do, you just wait. You just wait with the belief that the universe has your back, because it does. Now the stuff is just going to flow to you, the magic. And look out for butterflies. I feel like you're going to see a lot of butterflies too. So the Arrow Master. Let's see what he has to say in the book. He is number 10. Beautiful. So 10. This is about hitting the mark, intention, and detachment. The Arrow Master appears to help you target your intention and teaches you how to shoot straight for the stars. The message is to be deliberate about focusing on your dreams and desires with intention, and about allowing your intention with spirit, and then to just fly on the wind directed by the divine until they reach your goal. The only way to hit the target is to allow the arrow of your intention to fly unencumbered by your eagerness to see it travel exactly the way you want it to go. You may think it needs to veer in a certain way to reach the goal, but in invisible realms, human power cannot make this happen. The divine has its own idea of how the arrow flies and upon what wind it is carried. Nonetheless, if you don't shoot, you'll never score. This is a fortunate message as long as you remember the law of detachment. If you do, then be assured you're on the right point. Beautiful. I love bow and arrows. I'm obsessed by them ever since I've been young. My brother Wendell was an expert. He had more trophies than I've ever seen in my life in his room for archery. It was amazing. 9 of Cups. Beautiful. Fill in your emotional cups. 10 of Swords. So who is fantasizing about you? The Lovers. Woo! So if you want this, it's yours. So these are, again, they're classmates, workmates, family, friends, people on social media. A great deal of this is people on social media that then is going to turn into be an actual physical relationship if you want it. You call all the shots here. They're going to start sending out the signals and shooting out their arrows to see what's there, making their love offers to let you know they're interested and would you like to possibly meet. They're going to start being flirtatious and, you know, just sending out their little shots in the dark to see what connects. And you know, sometimes when ego's involved, people don't like to be neglected. And this person has been out of the love game for a little while because it's taken some time for them to find somebody that interests them, and you're that person that interests them. And it's a beautiful flow. They're just going to be like, hey, what are you doing? And they're going to slowly try to make plans with you and see if this is something that you want as a facet in your life as an actual love match, because the ball is completely in your court. Yeah. And also people at work, they're doing little flirtations and offering you things and bringing you little things. And the Christmas season is the perfect time to connect with somebody on that, because what's a better excuse of a time to give somebody a gift, right? Or go to a New Year's party with them. Yeah. And then be like a little smoochy and little snuggins and lovin's. It's very, very cute. So I'm going to read you your postcard. So your postcard says, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Gotta breathe. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself in the world. So, to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that is the spirit in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints and of co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about your story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure they're stories you're proud of. Absolutely, that's what I do. And I mean, I'm on blast all the time when I'm telling you guys story. I've had so many experiences. I feel like I've lived 100 lifetimes. I've had experiences where I've been coddled and cushioned and just lived such a protected life, and other times where I went out there and I could have been killed over several different things for different reasons, political reasons or otherwise. You know what I mean? It's just the zest for life. But make them stories you are proud of. When you're telling somebody, tell somebody of an accomplishment. Blast that out there on your social media. What did you do that was like sweet and thoughtful and kind? Let people know about your sweet, thoughtful, kind story. Let people know about your generosity of heart. Okay, it's very important. Yeah, forget about regret, worry, or any of that kind of thing. Who has time for that? It's Christmas. Bring gifts. Bring gifts to yourself of who you are and at your best self, and let others know about that. That's amazing, you guys. So that's you guys. So if you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't you love these postcards? It says 2 cents from heaven. It's the greatest. Yeah, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and also press the notification bell so you'll know when all the new videos come up. All my links are down below for private reads for Instantgo. If you need a quick read, you just go on there and I get back to you within an hour or two, because the bell notifies me that you guys are on there. Check out my Etsy store if you want to get some pretty Christmassy things. These are all in my Etsy store too, all these rings, all these fun, colorful things. Check out the Patreon page. We got some artwork up there for my oracle cards that me and Elaine are making. It's all fun and beautiful. Remember, you guys, we're all on this earth together to help each other, to grow and to learn and make things right for each other. It's never too late. Forgiveness is always available. You don't have to carry any of that around. Just be an advocate for good and love, and let go of any burdens. We want to travel light, right? We want a nice new foundation that is just makes life effortless and makes us just sort of channel our best selves through there, right? We're all creating something beautiful. Let's share it with others, right? Whether it's through our written word, whether it's through a joke, whether it's through an offering of candy at a workmate's desk, because we're just to say thank you, right? And thank you, archangels and your guides, for bringing this new lover that's coming your way. I feel this very strongly. I mean, and it's everything is in your court, which is lovely. You're the flower. Let the bees come to you. That's how this is working for this group. Tra la 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 la. Woo! Smurfette's going for it. All right, you guys, love and light, and we will talk soon.